Hello, hello. It is Corey with Living Free. It's Grand Rising, right? So, I made this video yesterday, and I tell you, I keep finding gray hair. That yesterday was a difficult day. You know, we often, and you'll see people on all social media, and they talk about how wonderful life is all the time. Life is so great. And everybody knows that life isn't great, always. There's a way to balance it, though. I was listening to a yogi talking about how to balance your energy so that in that way you're not having a lot of highs and a lot of lows. But yesterday I woke up and like 1:34. Let me tell you, this is how I know. 1:34 in the morning. I look at my clock, my phone, and I just felt like restless or something. I'm like, I don't know, something's not right. And then at 2:20, after I woke up, I started reading and trying to do a meditation. I started writing in my journal. And then tears started flowing at 2:20. Yes, I do know because I looked at the clock right before my tears started flowing. Couldn't stop. But when I was done, I finished writing in my journal. I laid down and went to sleep, right? Whatever the release is the release. So if you're having moments where you just feel like the urge to cry, allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to not be okay. Yesterday morning I was fine. I still do my gig work. I'm back to doing it. And I was talking to one of the guys that I play around with at one of the stores. And I was fine that morning. And you heard me say that at 1:34 I woke up, right? 1:34 I was sitting in the parking lot of one of the stores and I felt the urge to cry. And I'm like, what is this? Literally 12 hours later, what's going on? Sit in this. I went home and I just sat. I went home, I cried, and then I just went to sleep. My poor dog, I heard her next to me going, so, poor thing. I felt exhausted. I felt like somebody just whipped me around and just took every ounce of energy out of me. But allow yourself not to be okay. Allow yourself moments to rest. Allow yourself moments to sit with you. As difficult as it may be, as uncomfortable as it may be, as unwanted that you may feel that it is, it isn't. It really isn't. It's necessary. It's necessary. It's needed for you to gain balance and center yourself. And, I was talking to somebody yesterday and just like, how you realize some things about certain people. And as I travel this journey, I realize that, everybody wants to be, not everybody, but, certain people want to have this infinite knowledge and wisdom. And as I'm listening to this person and I think about our previous conversations, and I actually not think about them, but it's very enlightening. It's enlightening to know that I don't listen to everything that everybody says. Like, I don't take it to heart. I don't take it personally to everything that everybody says. What I do is, evaluate it for myself. Does it resonate with me? Is it something that I need? Is it something that's necessary for me? I used to all the time. But only you know what's good for you. Only you know what's right for you. And so yesterday I still had a connected day. I'm not going to say that I wasn't connected because, the person that I shop with, well, I don't actually shop with them. However, it's the person that I shop with, but it is also and a friend of mine stopped over. I asked him to give me a quote on repairing and replacing some things in my bathroom. And we had a conversation about some other stuff. And then we talked about the bathroom and, what do I want with my property? And I don't know. I've been thinking about selling. Such a hard thing. I just don't want to be in that neighborhood. I do know my neighborhood is changing. I see it all the time. My neighborhood's changing. So what I do know is that I need to really sit and consider what I'm going to do with myself. I'm realizing at a quick pace that the job that I'm in, I don't want to work for anybody. This gig work will actually do well for me and allows me to do whatever I want when I want. And so, I have put a time limit as to how long I'll be at my job. Yes, I started a week and a half ago. Absolutely. But when you know, you know. So I'll give them a little bit of time and get some things in order for them. And then after that, I'm out. So know who you are. Know your value. Know your worth. Know your strengths. Know your weaknesses. Know you. Know everything inside of you. When you feel like I couldn't figure out why I felt so exhausted when I would come home from work and go to bed at 6 o'clock. Who does that? So I'm like, what in the world is going on? And it hit me. This is not the place for you. This is not the plan this is not the path you need to be on. This is not the place where I told you to go. So, listen, people. Listen closely. And follow it. Follow what you're being told. Follow. And that, as a matter of fact, it hit me like a week before I was getting ready to start this job that I shouldn't go. And I didn't listen. I just said, let me do this because I need the money. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to run my car. And here I am running my car and working. But there's a reason for that. So I'm doing it because, of course, my business. So if you don't know, I've created a soap line. So I have to continuously buy products and everything else for it. So for that. And then also for, so I can invest. As I told you, my friend helped me out. So, I just am not going to sit in the same spaces that I have been before. I'm not going to sit around the same people that I have before. I don't want to sit around people who are limited in their belief system, who are closed in their belief. I can't. That's, I need people who are elevating and who have elevated and who are open-minded and who are willing to teach me something. And in turn, I would like to be able to teach them something, because there's always something that somebody else can learn from you. Even if you think that you're the dumbest person in the world, you're not. You have a skill, you have a talent, you have the ability to do anything and everything that you want to do. So this is Corey with Living Free, saying that I love you. And seriously, I do mean that. Peace and blessings. Enjoy your Sunday.